If you think parrots are colorful, you need to check out Tammy's wardrobe. Now back to the Pet Project with your always well-dressed host, Tammy Trujillo.
And I very much appreciate that. If you're watching us on the webcam, you got to see my new shirt. I love this shirt. Just got this. Is it cool? I think it is. I love this thing, right? Cat with sunglasses. This looks like my cat named Clark. Although he doesn't have sunglasses, I got to get him some. On the phone with us right now, Naomi Byers. And Naomi,
Yes.
back with us. Again, we were talking about looking at holistic treatment for Marty, the little CH Cocker Spaniel. Now, what did Dr. Audra say about possible improvement for him? Give us the lowdown, because, again, this is very exciting, as we do like to focus a lot on CH here on the show with our kitties, but we've never had one that I know of treated holistically, a kitty or puppy.
Right. I asked her about it, and she said there's always a holistic approach.
Okay.
So she, like I said, she said that, I told her, I said, I want to definitely try it. I said, but, I wanted to make sure that there was going to be a holistic approach for him, and then I'd start a chip in. And she says, well, let's do, so she's doing a complimentary acupuncture for him this next week.
Okay. So we can talk with you next weekend and see how that went.
Exactly. So
Oh, boy.
She insisted that I bring him in, so she wants to try it. We'll see how that goes, and then if that works out really well, and he seems to show some improvement, then we'll continue on with it.
Absolutely. Now, Apple had her 8th and final treatment this last week, I think?
No, 7th.
Oh, okay, 7. So we got one more to go.
Yeah.
Okay, and what kind of improvement are we now seeing with her as she's almost completed the regime of treatment?
She's doing really well, as she has been. She's coming out of her shell more and more. I was asleep the other day because we had no power,
Yes.
and I woke up to her sleeping on my feet.
Oh.
Which she usually stays in my daughter's room.
So she's traveling.
She's been getting out and exploring and just, being her own kitty finally.
Oh, this is like about the best news. This is fantastic.
She's so cute.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting. I'm so glad. Do you have power yet?
Yes, we got power. So when I get home from work today, I will definitely be posting the pictures that I have.
Okay, absolutely great. We are going to talk to you next week and get our update and see how Marty's first treatment went, because this is probably some of the most exciting news in CH, or at least potential news that we've had in an awfully long time.
Right. So hopefully we're crossing our fingers, and hopefully we see some good improvement.
Oh, gosh, I can't wait to hear from you. Everything good at your house despite the power going out? No problems?
Yeah, now that the power's back, it's much better. Everybody's a lot warmer.
No kidding. Us too. Naomi, thank you so very much.
Thanks, Tammy.
We'll talk to you next week. Give those guys a hug for us.
Okay, I will.
All right, thanks so much. Naomi Byers, foster mom for Apple and for Marty. And if you go to Tammy Trujillo's Pet Project, you can link right over to Apple NeuroKitty on Facebook, and you can see that, oh, this is just the cutest kitty in the world. Now, at the top of the show, and we've been referring to it, we had the windstorm to end all windstorms pretty much here in Southern California this past week, and gosh, trees crashed into fences went down, gates flew open, and you know what happens to the dog in the backyard? That dog goes right on out that gate. We're seeing signs up everywhere, people looking for their pets. Joining us on the line right now is Liz Blackman, and Liz created a website to find lost pets, the Center for Lost Pets. Liz, thanks for being on the show today.
Oh, thanks so much for having us, Tammy.
Absolutely. Now, how are things at your house? Because you also live here in Southern California.
Very lucky, very little damage. It's so heartbreaking to see the large old trees that it went down, but we're also thankful that no one got seriously injured and no one was killed, during this, because I think people don't realize quite how bad it was. And then you drive in these neighborhoods and you think, my gosh, so this is what it looks like after a hurricane.
It really looks very much like that. We live up in the hills of Altadena, and they always decorate our Christmas tree lane up there where we have pines, deodar pines that are over 100 years old, and 2 of them came down, and it is a heartbreak. It absolutely is. But another heartbreak is losing your pet. And gosh, I know you, like me, you go through a neighborhood, you see that lost dog sign, and your heart just sinks.
And that was such a big inspiration for what we are doing with the Center for Lost Pets. when you see signs that are up for a pet who's lost, who knows how far away the pet is found? So someone who's putting up signs diligently that they lost their pet and checking at their local shelter, and then someone may have found the pet and is diligently putting up signs that they found the pet and they're going to the local shelter or posting at the local shelter that services their area. They're both doing the right thing, but they could be blocks or miles apart or states apart even. That can happen, and their paths will never cross.
Yeah, we've heard those stories where a dog turns up, like you said, in another state.
Exactly.
Crazy.
So some years ago, I'm in the pet identification business, so I'm very focused on pet identification, lost and found, dealing with it all the time, dealing with tens of thousands of cases through the years of pets who have been lost and pets who have been found. And I thought, gosh, wouldn't it be great if there was one place where we could all go, like a virtual billboard, bulletin board, where if you lost your pet Tammy, you'd go and put a sign there, and if I found him, I'd go and put a sign there, and we'd both be going to the same place. It would make us virtually as if we were next door neighbors. I thought, gosh, that day will come. And the light bulb moment was one day my husband's mom and dad, who are in their 70s, called him and said, Victor, can you, and these are people who just barely learned how to use their remote control timer on their TV. But they called him and said, can you go online and look up such and such for us? And I thought, oh my gosh, if his parents can think about using the internet for something, even though they have no computer, all they had to make was one phone call to get somebody who could use it for them, the time has come. So we created a Center for Lost Pets, and it's a national database for lost and found pets. And think of it like Craigslist, if the only thing Craigslist did was help lost pets.
Okay, Liz, hang with us for just a sec. We're getting that music cue that we've got to go to break. We're going to do that, come back, and I'm on the site right now. Why not use the internet? You're absolutely...
Have you heard?